Elsie Lyons was bright and cheeky. She loved animals.
What can you see us?
But at 14 months old, her parents, who live in Chester, noticed she was losing weight, being sick and not eating.
She ended up in intensive care when she was 19 months old, and they still didn't quite know what was wrong with her. And within 1 week, we went from having tests to try and find out what was wrong to her being in Alderhay and being told that they would have to switch off the life support to her. That our daughter was essentially brain dead, she was going to die, and another daughter who was 4 years old trying to tell her that this is going to happen to her sister. It was the most traumatic experience of our lives.
Helen Lyons was fortunate to live close to this hospice, which offered her counselling. But for other parents in the northwest, there's far less support.
It's a bit of a postcode lottery. Not even within the same county will you get the same support.
That's something Edsbury MP Antoinette Sandbach wants to change. Her son Sam passed away at 5 days old.
The night my son died, I woke to find him not breathing. Arriving at hospital, looking at a flat line in the ambulance for over 20 minutes. A crash team was waiting for me, but it was too late.
Today she's launched a campaign to fight for free support for every grieving parent, no matter where they live.
I think they can turn what is a really desperately miserable experience into something that doesn't then poison the rest of their lives.
Antoinette Sandbach argues care early on saves the NHS millions in the long run, but medical professionals also need better training. Rachel Aitken is part of that effort. She's a funeral director in Warrington and helps teach doctors, nurses and midwives about the practicalities of death and the information parents need to know.
They need to be surrounded by confident, informed medical professionals to help them make the right choices.
Every year, Rachel Aitken's small company organises up to 50 funerals for babies and children.
When an adult passes away, they've normally lived a very long, happy life. There aren't as many memories to include in a service when a child passes away. Very often I have parents who would write letters and cards and they'll put them in. What I would have said to you on your first day at high school, what we would have said to you on your 18th birthday card and on your wedding day. They'd put letters inside the bed with them.
It must be so challenging.
Very emotional.
Since Elsie died, Helen Lyons and her husband have had a son. And they've set up a charity called Elsie Ever After to help other grieving parents get the best support in their darkest days. Joe Pike, ITV News, Chester.